Hi, good morning. Welcome to week 4. We're going to talk a little bit about Essay 1 today, so please keep an eye on the announcement for that assignment, as well as a short reflection writing that will help prep you for Essay 1. So, first off, take a look at Darth Vader and his important message to us all. So, basically, for Essay 1, you have two options, okay? Option 1, you get to expand on your ancillary essay. That is, you take what you did for ancillary essay 1 and add a substantial amount of details and specific information that will in turn make your reader even more engaged with your expertise or recommendation. Now, quick note, and I'll break this down a little bit more in a second, but if you take option 1, that means more than just adding another page or lengthening your introduction and lengthening your conclusion, right? We're going to think about revision, and revision is very important to consider as more than just fixing things, right? Revision is taking another look at your work and considering how you could make it stronger, how you could appeal to your reader more, how you could make your message more effective, right? So I have some ideas to present to you to do that, and I'll get to that in a moment. Option 2 is you get to do a little switcheroo. So if you did the expertise piece for your ancillary essay 1, you could switch and do then a recommendation for essay 1. If you did the recommendation for ancillary essay 1, then you can switch and do the expertise for your full essay 1. Okay? So basically, just if you want to try something different from what you did in your ancillary essay, that is your option 2. All right, so requirements. It must be 4 to 5 pages. Again, the ancillary essay was 2 to 3 pages, but I want you to think about it as more than just adding an extra page here and there. And maybe even some of you may, and this happened to me last semester, some of you may have already gone ahead and submitted a 4 to 5 page piece for your ancillary essay. Now, if you've done that, again, think about revision. Revision. Re means to see. Re means again, vision means to see. So basically, it means to see again, right? So take a fresh look at your work. How could you change it? How could you make it more compelling and more exciting for your reader? And part of the approach that you might take to do that is to think about the personal, philosophical, communal, emotional components that go along with your expertise and recommendation, right? So, for example, last semester, a young woman wrote about how to make the perfect brownies, okay? So, in her expertise, she was demonstrating what she claimed to be a recipe for the best brownies. And so that was interesting on the surface of it, right? Because she's making the suggestion or claim that these are the best brownies you might find. But what made it even more compelling in her revision and in her development for essay 1 is that she connected it to the more personal aspect of it, right? And the communal aspect of it. So she wrote details about how these brownies were a family recipe passed down by her grandmother, and that her parents then used this recipe for the brownies they sold at the family business, a local coffee shop. So it became more than just a recipe, it became a powerful commentary on family and connection and how they use how they use the recipe to bond and then to actually produce something important for their business, and then how the people that come in enjoy them and talk about them and come back for more. Okay. Another suggestion, or another example, I should say, was a young man who wrote about his recommendation about listening to new types of music and staying open to music, right? And so that was interesting on the surface of it. He suggested some artists that he was excited about, but when he revised it and developed it for essay 1, he brought it back to family again. How his mom took him to concerts when he was a kid, or he and his dad would listen to loud music when they were driving on errands and going to school in the morning. and how that kind of shaped his love for music. And then he kept challenging himself and opening himself to new musical experiences. And he went and found artists that were a little off the beaten path and that he could go see in small venues like clubs or bars, and actually interact with the musicians, talk to them, and talk to other fans, and share their interest and love for these songs and these artists. So it became, again, more than just, oh, here's what you should do. It's, here's what I did, here's why I think it's important, and here's why it's so meaningful and valuable to my experience, to my life. So that's kind of a good entry point into thinking about how you might expand and develop your essay. Develop your ancillary essay into essay one. Okay. So think about all those moments that you could add this aspect of it or these components, thinking about how it's affected you, how it could affect others, or how you think it can help others too. So I want you to think about organization too. I don't want you to just submit what you already have. Like I said, think about rearranging ideas, how you want to position things, how you want to open your paper. It's not a 5-paragraph essay where I'm expecting, introduction with a thesis statement, 3 body paragraphs, and a conclusion. I don't think that really fits with the assignment, right? So you've already engaged with the writing process, but now I really want you to go through these things even more: revision, editing, polishing. In fact, I'm going to ask you to look at the writer's practice for a short reflective writing, where he gets into more of this process, right? So that's on pages 26 to 29, and I'll open up that short reflective writing assignment today too. So you're going to be thinking about your own practice, ideas that Warner suggests, and think about how that can help shape your transition from ancillary essay to essay one. If you need to go back to the ancillary essay prompt, please do. MLA formatting is required again. You don't need a works cited page unless you're actually citing something outside of your own experience, or if you're recommending, like music, and you cite a song title, you want to give an indication of where you can find that. But there's plenty of great resources online. MLA Style Center is one. Owl Purdue, OWLPURDUE is good, but it's kind of gotten cluttered and messy. But just go. Mainly, I want you to pay attention to the basics, the formatting for this one. We'll go over more about in-text citations and works cited pages and all that for next essay. Make sure you take pride in your work, proofread, edit, invest your time. You want to make sure that your reader isn't stumbling over anything unnecessarily that could diminish the impact of your awesome suggestions and recommendations. So I'll be getting to ancillary essay one. My hope is to have it all graded and finished by Wednesday, so you can have some input on how you might change it or proceed. If for some reason I fall really behind and I haven't gotten it to you by Wednesday, I'll just extend the deadline for essay one. Okay? And be sure to look for the assignment opening for both the reflective writing and essay one. And I hope you all have a great week and your semester is going well. And I'll talk to you very soon. Thank you.